Hello and good evening, everyone. This is Dwayne Fernandes, your host for this Gutshot and Glory live stream today. We've done this quite a few times in the past, and we're here today because another edition of the India Poker Championship Final Table Series is about to get underway. We're like a day away from the start of this series. Um, 10 to 19th September are the dates for the Final Table Series. FTS 3.0, right? This is the third edition of the Final Table Series on Spartan Poker. And across the 10 days of this series, we've got a massive rupees 12 crore guarantee lined up for players from across the country. Apart from just the prizes, though, there are quite a few goodies that players can play for. There are the gold and silver medallions that have been there right from the first season of the Final Table Series. And of course, for the main event winner, it's a diamond-studded gold medallion up for grabs as well. The series on Spartan Poker first kicked off last year in November, and since then it's only got bigger and better. And as usual, once again, the featured tournaments will be live streamed across social media platforms. Talking about the live streams, though, we've got an elite set of commentators who will be commenting live on the action. And before I bore you any further, let me quickly get them onto the stream today as our guests. And just a second before we introduce them, let me also remind you that for all of those who are tuning in today, for all of our viewers, we have a giveaway contest that will be announced sometime during the stream. So stay tuned. Everyone watching is eligible to take part and win some tournament tickets. So right, let's get to the stream today, and let's quickly call on our first guest, who is who's got quite a lot of achievements in both live and online poker. And I may not have the time to list them all down today, but he's got two World Series of Poker bracelets, and including $6 million in live tournament cashes. So everyone, please welcome Kevin MacPhee to the stream today.
Hello, thanks for having me today.
Hi, Kevin. Nice to see you after a while.
Nice to see you too.
So the first time you were with us for the FTS, you were based in Canada, if I'm not wrong. And I've been following you on social media since then, and you've just been like all around the place. So where in the world are you tuning in from right now?
Yeah, well, it's been an adventurous, last year for sure. And like they say, a rolling stone gathers no moss. So, I'm kind of a nomad here. And I was in Canada for about 6 months. I made it through the ski season. And then I went back home to visit my family for a couple months. And then I moved right before Hurricane Ida came. And so we have been relocated Ocean Springs, Mississippi. So I have been around.
I have a few more questions definitely about the hurricane and stuff that you've that let me quickly get on our next guest for today. It's someone that you've worked with, and we've all had a lot of fun with over the last few series of the Final Table Series. Actor, one of my favorites. Guys, welcome Sam Razavi as well.
Hey!
Hello, Sam.
How's it going? Good to see you guys again.
Same here. Sam, how excited are you to see people get another go at the medallions?
I'm just excited to see people, let alone see them get medallions after being in lockdown for so long. But yeah, really, really excited. It's been nearly 2 years since I've, played a live tournament now. So just anything that I'm involved in poker-wise gets me excited. So.
Right. So you two guys have worked together on the FTS, but we have a new guest on the commentator panel for us, and I'm gonna introduce her as well. She's an Olympiad topper, and she started playing poker while doing her MBA in college, and she's played a very crucial role in the Chennai Troopers in the recent Poker Sports League Season 3, and she's also played for the Jaipur Jewels for all the seasons of the Match IPL. Let's welcome Mahima Walia Das to the stream as well.
Hi guys, very excited to be a part of this.
Hi Mahima. Mahima, you've not done a commentary gig in the past, am I right?
Yes, I have it.
Any first time jitters for you, or have you got this?
Absolutely, there are jitters, but I think I'll look forward to this as any other conversation, and a lot to learn from all of you guys. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Right. So Sam and Kevin, I'll let me tell you a little bit about Mahima. She works for a few startups and she calls herself a recreational player as such. But she's really got a thing for like big titles. You know, she's won like the India Online Poker Championship High Roller. She's also won the Millionaire United, and these are like some of the biggest flagship tournaments on Spartan Poker. You know, with 20 lakh and above scores. So. What do you think she needs to do? When do you think she needs to start considering taking it more seriously, going pro maybe?
Sounds like she's already taken it pretty seriously. She's won more tournaments than I have in the last couple of years.
Yeah, she's managed to run the biggest bluff of all, convincing everyone she's a recreational player while she's taking down these big titles. So, yeah, but well done. Great work.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Sam, we spoke a few days back, and you mentioned, and you said it right now also, that you've not been playing a lot of poker. I mean, live, I don't think a lot of people have been playing, but you said you've not even been playing a lot of online poker of late. So what's been happening with you if not poker?
Yeah, what I've really been doing is just focusing on. I set up because I have a passion for cooking, and during the start of lockdown, me and one of my brothers set up a kind of a food delivery thing on Uber Eats, kind of taking advantage of my other brother's restaurant where we can cook from. So that's doing really well now, and it's got consistent 5-star rating on Uber. So I've left that in the hands of trusted staff. So we'll see if that still exists when I get back. But yeah, haven't managed to play online. I won't go into much detail, but it's getting quite hard to actually play online these days with regulations. Once you deposit more than $10, they try to lock your account, and so you can prove where your money comes from and blah blah blah. So yeah, I haven't ventured too far into that.
Right. And Kevin, you mentioned about the Hurricane Ida, right? So I like, for all of you watching, I want to tell you that Kevin was nearly had to cancel not just today's stream, but he was probably not going to be a part of the final table series itself, because it's been a little bit of a tough time for him. So Kevin, tell us what's happened and how it's been over the last week or so.
Yeah, well, I moved down to New Orleans to expand my gambling horizons into other avenues besides just poker, and moved down there about a little more than a month ago or something, right in the French Quarter. Beautiful apartment office that I was working out of, and yeah, hurricane came through, and it was more powerful than Katrina. The levees held this time, but pretty scary stuff. I was gonna stick it out through the hurricane. All of my friends there were, "Oh, it's no big deal. The media blows it up." And then I wake up one morning and it's like, "Oh, it's a Category 4 hurricane. That's bigger than Katrina, which devastated the city." And I immediately got a flight out. Couldn't even book a flight online, actually. So I woke up and they said 150-mile-an-hour winds were coming, and I just went to the airport and couldn't get a flight out to anywhere. So it was, I went to 4 different counters before I could finally get a flight till Milwaukee, of all places. So I went to Milwaukee for a week, and then I have flown back to the Gulf area, and now I'm in Mississippi, and also expanding my gambling horizons here. But I did get a chance to play some live poker down in New Orleans before the hurricane came. It was my first time since LAPC in January of 2020. So felt nice to actually hold some chips and cards again. They definitely know how to gamble down in the South. They love their pot limit in Omaha, and it's been some good action. There's a lot of gamblers down here, so it was fun. We avoided Ida. We should be able to get back into New Orleans hopefully this week, but it's been a slow process. The whole city lost power, and no internet. So yeah, I'm in Mississippi for the first time ever. So staying in an Airbnb. So forgive my background. It's really small cottage here. So
Right. Right. Mahima, are you with us? I think you had just dropped out for a second.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So Mahima, it's your first time in the final table series, first time as a commentator. So what should the viewers expect from you? What kind of a flavor or style are you going to bring to the live streams?
Sure. So I genuinely think I'm the noob here. I'm going to try and follow what these guys are trying to do, and then probably ask the right set of questions so that all our users and audiences also understand what's the gameplay about, the whys behind a particular move. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on primarily.
Right. And so, okay, we have a few more questions, but like before we go ahead, we mentioned, guys, for the special giveaway today, we have one simple question, and it's super simple actually. You guys have to name one of the commentators from the previous final table series and answer in the comments and tag two friends and get ready to win a ticket. We will announce one lucky winner to FTS Feast Day 1, which will take place on the 10th September at 4 p.m. That is tomorrow at 4 p.m. So the question again is to name one commentator from the previous final table series. Like that's like super simple. I hope no one gets this wrong. Um, yeah, we have two of them on the stream itself. So, right. So Sam, let's talking about the previous series. I think everyone was like super hooked on to your the Donald Trump video that you created for the last final table series. I think I've personally watched it like 20 times myself, and can you please give us a line or two from that video again?
Oh, from that, that's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I remember how to do Donald Trump now, but it's the series is going to be a wonderful series. It's a fantastic series. We've got the two-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. He's down in Mississippi, and I think it's going to be fantastic. The only thing they don't have is the orange bracelet, which is a fantastic bracelet, a wonderful bracelet, and I can't do Donald Trump anymore.
Seems like you're doing it pretty well.
Ever since he was ousted, I've tried to forget he even existed. So.
Who's your new favorite after Donald Trump now? If you had to pick one, if you had to imitate one.
If I had to pick, what, like a politician or just
like if someone who if you had to imitate someone, who would that be right now? Someone who you think is out there in the limelight.
out there in the limelight. Damn, that's put me on the spot. It would probably. I don't know. In the limelight or in the past, characters. I can't even begin to think. I mean, I had ordered some costumes to do a bit of an Austin Powers and Dr. Evil spin up. Welcome to the final table series again. Okay, Scotty Doon. Okay, yeah, baby, yeah. About 10 years or 15 years away from the limelight. Yeah, I had some trouble. Like I ordered these costumes to do some skits, and then I had to, because of all the traveling, I had to like hop to Spain. Now I'm in Mexico, and I haven't managed to get those skits sort of done. So I'm staying with my brother and his girlfriend. So we're trying to get some stuff fast tracked out here.
Yeah, we hope to see that soon, hopefully. And that's just Sam Razavi for you, everyone. I think we're going to see a lot more of this over the next couple of weeks, maybe. And so basically, this is something that my team asked me to include in the stream, since September is like the it's been a good month for like new releases on OTT platforms and stuff like that. So I think we've had the Money Heist season 5 released recently, and I'm assuming you guys have also watched this. No.
When again?
The Money Heist.
The Money Heist.
Yeah.
Money Heist. I have not seen that yet. I hear it's very popular in India, though.
Right,
all of my friends were talking about it.
So
Yeah,
that
I
just
haven't.
that was released like a week ago. But regardless, so if I had to ask the three of you all, if there was one location or casino around the world that you would want to conduct a heist, which place would that be?
If you're going to conduct a heist,
Yeah.
wow. Well, the one with the most money on the table, obviously.
I was thinking that, or that god awful one in Prague, just so it doesn't, so it can get closed down. Yeah, it would have to be obviously the one with the most money, or a balance, I guess. A bit more lax in security.
Yeah. And Mahima, you any place comes to mind? If not a casino.
It has to be one of the casinos in Vegas. Not really played live as much to maybe speak up of a name, but I think that's the most logical choice here.
Yeah, Bellagio, right? Because that's where the motorcycle bandit got busted. And if he got busted, then it would be epic if you could outdo the motorcycle bandit, right? And they have a lot of money on the table in Bellagio, so that would probably be my answer. Plus, it's a quick exit. You hop on Flamingo and you're on the interstate in a second, right? So
I'll be
faster
careful.
than any other casino.
I was going to mention the same place, but I thought, you're going into some detail. I'll be careful who's watching this, because
Yeah, I think you've already got half of it. So, yeah, right. And another show that we had or is about to release, I think, is Lucifer season 6. Have you know there either?
No.
Right.
Lucifer, I watched 2 seasons of, but I didn't realize we're already on season 6. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I knew that show blew up. I actually quite enjoyed the first 2 seasons, but
Yeah,
I think I dropped it at some point.
I think I might have got about as far as I got to. I think it was the second season, where they go to some big dinner or something, and Lucifer appears, and I don't know. But yeah, I sort of finished watching after a couple of seasons. I didn't even know it was still running, to be honest. But yeah, wow.
Yeah, I honestly haven't watched a single episode, but everyone in the team here wanted me to bring this up, and since season 6 is up here, they wanted me to look you guys in the eye and ask you this question that Lucifer does ask his people. I really don't think I'll be able to pull it off, because I really can't even look into your eyes right now. I just have to look into my camera screen. But what is it that you truly desire? To the three of you.
Adventure. Yeah.
Well, what I truly desire is
My precious. I am stuck in my dances.
of course. I mean, what else would it be? Been close on to 3 years now. I still haven't had a sniff of it. So, but yeah.
We had Mahima. What about you? One thing that you truly desire? Oh, I think Mahima is having a little bit of a. Yep, she's having a little bit of an internet connection. But Sam, here we have. I think you guys spoke to Siddharth Karya the last time he was on one of the streams as well. So he ended up walking away with that diamond-studded gold medallion. So have you had a chance to have a conversation with him after that?
I haven't yet, but was Siddharth the one that sort of offered up his medallion in exchange for a dance video?
Yep,
Again, I tried to do that while I was in Mallorca with my sister, and it didn't transpire. But over the next day or two in Mexico, if we can get down to the beach, I'm going to get my brother to help me film that.
Yeah. So for everyone watching, there's this Bollywood song called Hi Garmi, and I'm not going to give it away, but we have Sam who's going to be in a dance-off video with Siddharth Karya, and trust me, I think everyone's just waiting to see that out there. It's something that it's going to be fun. That's all I can say.
See what happens.
Yeah. Right. So Mahima, you're back. You can hear us right now.
Yes, I'm back.
Yes, I think you were just cut off for a bit. So, Mahima, coming back to the FTS, you've played with a lot of top Indian players online. Like I said, you big tournaments as well. So, um, you've played in the FTS as well. So, who would be your top picks? Who you think would do well in this FTS 3.0?
Okay. So there's definitely a huge list to this. The quality of players improving day by day in our country. So of course, my husband to begin with, I've been learning poker from him, so that goes without a say. Then I'm also quite a fan of Anant Purohit.
Okay. I think a slight lag here. So,
And Kanchan,
Mahima
I'm
was
quite
talking about her husband, guys. Her husband, Anirban Das, is also one of the top players online. You know, he's every week he's got a couple of titles, if not more. So, uh, he will also be someone to watch out for. He goes by the username Poker Noob, if I'm not wrong. So, hopefully, we might see him as well on. Um,
I remember that name.
mhm.
Yeah. Didn't he make like 3 final tables in the last series?
Mahima, did Anirban make a few final? He did. Right. So yeah, Pokenoob is someone we'll be watching out for. Yeah. Sam and Kevin, you've also been around for like 2 seasons before. So any particular players that you remember or any usernames who you liked the gameplay of and who you think will be back again on our final tables?
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing some of my friends I made when I was out in India and the friends I made in my travel. I think Carter, the rest of my teammates from Team Goa. I mean, there's just so many talented Indian poker players, and like we had a really nice time, a lot of good action last time around. Forward to just seeing a lot of the same screen names again, But it's hard to not be biased when I go out to Goa and take down the PSL with my teammates to want to always kind of root for them and sit the top guy. I'm going to be looking out for teammates as well. I mean, we had a really, really talented team. So, I'm just looking forward to Terry and watching some poker. It's like a while.
Yeah. So Mahima, Karya is also the defending main event. So, do you think he's also going to be one of the favorites for the series?
absolutely one of the most talented guys across here as well, and did a brilliant job even in the PSL season that I played together. So definitely looking forward to see him play and well.
The series has a tagline, hashtag game beyond. One story or anecdote from each of you guys where you took your poker game beyond limits. A day you went time online, live, whenever.
I mean, there's so many in my career, the most obvious answer is I won the European Poker Tour in 2010 that was robbed, and evacuated when there was 20 people left.
Wow.
And I would say that for €1,000,000, and we had guys with machetes and masks come in and pull off their own money heist right in the middle of the tournament. So that was, you saw kind of not adjust properly or be bothered by it. And, in fact, I was kind of shocked at the time that we even continued the tournament to be delayed a day. And so I guess that's the battle is always in your own mind in poker. I always say that my biggest opponent at the table is always myself, so it's always that struggle, to try to make sure you're bringing your A game. And, that's all you can try to hope to do. And maybe you don't always do it, but you gotta be tough and you gotta be ready to have the trial by fire,
Right. And so we've been talking about how no one's been playing a lot of live poker, but with the WSOP coming up and you've won a couple of bracelets in the past, have you got any plans for the upcoming series?
I almost never miss the online series. I was living in Vegas, and last year I played both the World Series online and also went and played the international. First year I skipped it, and this is the first year we didn't have the World Series going on during the summer. Obviously we had last year, but with it being pushed back to October, I just I decided I'd skip a bunch of online things and focus on family time. It's my first time to be at home on the lake with my family in years. And yeah, I mean, I just don't know what my plan is for the World Series yet. I'm kind of taking it one day at a time. I think I'll probably be out there, but it's going to be a weird one this year. I think there's a lot of vaccine mandate. I think the field size will be a little bit smaller. There's some travel restrictions coming in, and if there's ever a year where I skip like more live bracelet events, it's probably going to be this one, just because I have some more opportunities going on. It's kind of hard to leave these like juicy PLO games down here, but we'll see.
And we have a question from the team internally as well. Where is the beard gone?
Well, I mean, it's coming back, for a bit there, and you just you're living out of your suitcase, and you're hopping on a flight to Milwaukee to avoid a hurricane, and I was feeling kind of scruffy the other day, but I'm sure it'll be back by the end of the series. I mean, we've got a lot of poker action ahead of us in 10 days, and Shadow is going to turn into more of a beard by the end, no doubt. Right.
Pick off a lot of beards for. I think you've already traveled to Mexico, right? What's your plan for?
Yeah, not to go into too much detail because I don't know with social media and all this and that. But yeah, it's not easy to get to Vegas from just sort of spending a bit of time in Mexico, and then we can get in to the US. Then yeah, I'm going to be there from around the 28th of touch wood with everything, and I've still got some money left after a couple of weeks. A particularly long series. I think it's an extra couple of weeks. I'll be there till the end, whenever the last event is. I think it's the 23rd of November, and then fly back. Lots more grey hair and maybe a scruffy beard as well.
Lots more money as well. Yep. And right, so this is usually the part where we try to get some knowledge and some tips from our panelists for the players who are watching. So Mahima, since you've won a couple of big tournaments, can you give us let's say 3 things that players should FTS feature tournaments? Mahima, you with us?
Yeah, sorry, I was disconnected in the next session that we have. Could you please repeat?
Yeah. So I said, this is usually the part of the stream where we, try to get some tips from our commentators, from the panelists. So, and you have won a few big tournaments. Would you give 3 tips to our viewers on how to win one of the upcoming FTS features?
Sure. So I'll speak about my style playing the game. So, firstly, the initial stages are pretty standard for any player. Not a lot of difficulty. It's the rebuy period. So optimize for building your stack then, because that's going to help you in the later stages. Next, depending on what kind of stack you've built, your gameplay drastically. An aggressive player, but not a loose player. So tight aggressive is the approach I end up taking, and it has been in my favor so far. So that's another thing to look out for, and patience, of course.
Okay. And Sam, would you like to tell us 3 things that one shouldn't do if they want to win?
Well, they shouldn't call when they're behind.
Okay.
Shouldn't fold when you have the nuts. No, I mean, I think being you and then straight after the tournament, or jump onto cash games and stay up the whole night and minimize. Because it's very easy just to we're sort of on a high, on a buzz, go to bed straight away. Usually what I do, or used to do, is probably really bad, is just carry on playing, throughout the night. So I'd definitely just make sure you have plenty of rest. Schedule a tournament, don't play if you're not feeling, 100%. And yeah, I'm trying to think of, that's it.
Right. And Kevin, you'd like to add anything to that? Any tips for the players?
Yeah, I mean, just always sit down, try to prepare to play your A game. Really, have a nice meal, do your routine, hang out with your family if you need be. But once you sit down, you need complete focus, at the task at hand. So really, my old poker mentor used to say, they should just call it paying attention, because that's really what most of what poker is involved in. That's how you're going to get the reads on people on who's getting out of line or maybe who's playing too snug. It's not just paying attention to the hands that you're in, but really being engaged in everything that's going on at the table and feeling that and processing it all, so that when you get in a hand with one of those people, you can remember, oh, this is that person that maybe made that fold or hasn't been defending their big blind or made that crazy bluff. So that's always, I like to keep things simple when I'm giving advice. And I think just paying attention, sitting down engaged, and kind of having a map in your head of how long it's going to take to win the tournament, what blind level it's going to be at, and knowing, like, kind of, projecting yourself into that winning position. And yeah, just pay attention.
Right. I think everyone watching, you've got like a lot of tips from these three super good poker players. And you heard what Kevin said. It's pay attention. And I think you got a few more tips from him earlier as well. He said the battle is all in your mind. So, I mean, if you're watching, please pay attention, everyone. And so the final table series starts tomorrow. And 10 days, 12 crore guarantee. I think everyone who's going to be a part of it is going to be aiming for those top prizes. And I think that's all we have for today. Such for joining us. And we're going to be seeing each other daily now, when I'm going to be in touch with you guys daily, and everyone as well. So thanks for joining in. Good luck to you for the series as well, because you can be playing for the medallions, unfortunately. But in case you do go on to win one, then definitely get in touch with you after that. Final table series starts tomorrow. And once again, thank you for tuning.
Yes.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Good luck,
Bye.
everyone.